Who want one last trip to the long trail?
At the time of recording this video, I am still currently sick. Went to a New Year's Eve party and things didn't get so pretty. People breathing, touching me. This is why you never go outside. Never touch grass. You get sick immediately as you do it. But besides the fact, that's why I sound the way that I sound. But the reason why I wanted to make this video is because there was a lot that happened for Tekken. We had the Tekken World Tour Finals, but then we also had the huge Game Awards reveal, where the developer spent like $200,000 or something crazy to show Clive there. Now, the character's been out. A lot of people are giving feedback. They think he's like top 10. Some people say top 15, but he's really powerful. His release is the definitive end to Season 1. When you look at everything that was on the roadmap for Season 1, the only thing we have yet to get is Ghost versus Ghost. And Harada said that is still coming soon, right? So, Season 1's over, and now everyone's starting to look forward to Season 2 and when we'll hear more information. Now, in this video, I think I have not definitive answers when we'll hear Season 2, but this is just making the best guess imaginable because there's tournaments, because there's this, they said that. We're going to dive into it. So subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, and the links in the description. But let's do this. So going all the way back to the TWT where they revealed a lot of stuff. As you can see here, I put a tweet that kind of broke it all down. They teased Anna, they teased new moves, photo mode, which is already out, player name search, I believe, is already out, the battle pass with 3 bonus levels. So this one is out, but there's another one that they tease, which is Battle Pass 4, and Battle Pass 4 will have the 30th anniversary celebration. So there's 2 of them, and it seems like the year 2025 is when they really want to start celebrating the 30th anniversary, which is weird that they waited so long, but hey, better late than never. Now, what I will say about this is I was looking in the game to try to figure out when Battle Pass 3, and at the time when I did that, there was no definitive end, because if you know when Battle Pass 3 ends, you can get a rough idea as to when Battle Pass 4 begins, and you can see, you know, of course that update is going to have a lot of other stuff to it. So maybe you guys would want to go back and check that like every once in a while to see if they do eventually add a day that Battle Pass 3 ends, but currently at the time of recording, I did not see one. They also talked about in the trailer, the main menu display customization outfits, more character slots, fan art panels, and then a lot of other stuff as well. But that's generally what they showed off in Season 2. And what's interesting, even though they told us all of this stuff, they didn't give us a roadmap, which is what is adding to the confusion. Now on New Year's Day, the developers gave us a small update for Season 2. You have one of them in Japan, one of them in English. They both say the same thing, but I just like the different pictures for both. You have the Japanese kanji on this one, Jin on the white side, Kazuya on the red side. The colors of that really stand out. But when we click on the English one, as you can see here, it says Happy New Year's. But when we read what they're actually saying, it says Tekken Team wishes you a Happy New Year. Get your fighting spirits in shape for Season 2 and more of Tekken 8 in 2025. The Japanese Twitter, they says a little bit more. When you translate it from Japanese to English, it says, we are planning various updates, including Season 2, as well as the development of esports and merchandise, so that the Tekkers around the world can enjoy Tekken 8 in 2025. Now, this is just them subtly nodding to the players and everyone's desperation for Season 2. The balance update, the characters, the new moves, everything. Now, I made this graph probably back in September, and it's a little bit off, but it's not truly off. So we'll just pay attention to the top. You see the pink line where it says TWT Final December 8th. That is where they teased Anna, and then a few days later, they revealed Clive. Now, Season 1 ends at December the 1st. We're past that now. And the reason why I have Gamescom February 27th as something marked here is because this is a huge event for Tekken. We all know that the developers love to do things when big tournaments end, and currently there's a massive tournament going on. It's not the TWT, this is different. This one is the European Tekken Cup 2024. At the bottom is all we need to pay attention to. It says, for the first time ever, European Tekken Cup 3 is hosting the last chance qualifier. The finals and the LCQ will be hosted at Gamescom Land from the 21st to the 23rd of February. So when you talk about Anna being teased on the 8th, and then February 27th, I don't know how many days apart that is, maybe 57 days apart, I'm not sure, but The reason why I made this graph in the first place is because I wanted to see how much time was in between each character. So you can see Eddie, he was teased on January the 14th. He was teased on the 14th. We got his official trailer 75 days later, but that isn't the normal. For Lydia, it was about 56 days. For Heihachi, it was about 64 days. So you talk about them teasing Anna, and then the end of the Euro Cup being 57 days later. That's a good indication as to them doing something massive there and showing her trailer and also giving us a little bit more about what the character has to offer. There is one more thing that I would say to this in this video as well, is that you guys remember when we had that big scare on Steam where we thought they would have to reveal all the characters at once. A lot of people celebrated, myself included, but Steam eventually clarified and said, no, you don't have to say the names. You could just say placeholders. You could just say new weapons, or in Tekken's case, new characters, 4 new characters. The reason why this still is important is because when they do eventually make the reveal, they will tell us everything that's in there. In season 1, they only told us the 4 characters, and as you can see with Clive, they tacked on his stage at the end in there. So this time around, they will not be able to do that. We will be able to see how many characters, which is probably going to be 4. We will be able to see how many stages, which I don't know if every character will get a stage, but they have to say how many stages a part of the season pass. But then anything else that is a part of the paid side of the pass, they have to say how much of it so players can make an accurate purchase. That's what this is about. Now, if we dig a little bit further and we get past Gamescom February 27, which I believe is a big day, but I don't want to get anyone hopes up. You know, I did the whole thing with Lydia where everyone was like, you're wrong, Musa. This is just my ideas. Nothing's confirmed, right? But if we move past Gamescom and we talk about what comes next, because in the trailer, they said that this is all happening in spring. And what is that? That is so vague. That is so obscure. But it's actually very accurate, because what we know just by playing Tekken and following Tekken all of these years is that they do reveals at specific moments. Evo Japan, Evo Vegas, the Tekken World Tour Finals. Now we can add the Game Awards to that. You can also add Summer Games Fest, Gamescom. So when they say a vague term like spring or summer, all we have to do is try to figure out what major event falls in that category. And for this time around, it's probably going to be Evo Japan. I'll put on screen the exact date of Evo Japan because I think that's also going to be very important. At Gamescom, they'll probably show a trailer for Anna Williams, but then at Gamescom is when they'll probably dig deeper into all of these different things and give us a definitive release date, and also probably will release a couple of days later. Once again, you talk about Clive releasing a couple of days later after the Game Awards. Short and simple, if I had to pinpoint 2 exact days to pay attention to, and if this changes, I'll make future videos to clarify, so follow, subscribe, all of that. But right now, I think Gamescom February 27th is probably going to be Anna's trailer, and then Evo Japan will probably be where we get a roadmap for season 2.